Welcome to my class, course SFD BMD, or rather, as I told earlier, not my class, our class or our course. Class number 34. First of all, this is not a class. I told you last time. Class number 33, last class, which was uploaded yesterday, I think, will be the last class of the pre-requirement for SFD BMD. The course name is SFD and BMD. Complete coverage. I will cover this SFD BMD in such a way that someone should tell never so far and will not come in future. I will do that way. Pre-requirement, that is to draw SFD BMD, what all basic concepts you require. Whenever you get confusion later or doubts later, what you have to refer, that all considered in class number 1 to 33. But some of the classes there may not be required. I will tell one by one now. So we are ready for SFD and BMD now. Class number 35, that is next class, will be the first class for SFD BMD. I will start in correct order. Each and everything about SFD and BMD, I will explain. Now, what will happen is, when you start drawing SFD and BMD, so many times, so many people, suddenly doubt will come. Like for example, uniformly varying load is there. When you want moment, some doubt. Or when you want shearing force or bending moment, some doubt. Why he has multiplied by this distance? Why he has taken 2/3? Not he has taken, I have taken there. 2/3 or 1/3, etc., etc. UDL or point load, doubt usually will not come. But sometimes people get doubt there also. So doubts will come. All you have to do is make note of today's class. See, details of all previous classes covering full basic concepts required for SFD BMD. So that anywhere if you get any doubt, all you have to do is, today's class, see, I wrote everything in a single page or single writing. What all I tell now, you make a note, side by side, make a note and preserve it in a big sheet. The moment you get a doubt anywhere, see where you get the clarification. That's all. Come here, refer here, go to that particular class, repeatedly go through, understand and continue there. See, I will tell you briefly now. I will not write anything today. Resolution of a force. How to resolve, if an inclined force given, suppose you want X or Y component, X and Y component, or what we call horizontal vertical component, then refer class number 3 and 4. Suppose for moment calculation, see, when you find bending moment, there also moment will come. But moment is different, bending moment is different. But in bending moment is there. During moment of a force. Basic concept explained in class number 5. What is moment, how to find it, all those things, class number 5. Examples given in class 6, 7 and 8. Here only point loads are considered. Basic examples. Then, types of loads. Introduction. What are all the different types of loads? Point load, UDL, UVL, and then UVL represented by triangle or trapezium, or basically point load or concentrated load and distributed load. In distributed load, UDL, UVL. UVL subdivision either represented by a triangle or trapezium. For those details, class number 10. Then, when you go for UVL, if it is UDL, resultant will pass through midpoint of the loaded length considered. This I already told so many times. But UVL, represented by a triangle or trapezium, resultant will pass through CG of the load diagram, representing the load, how much you consider, what length of load you consider, for that length only, where is CG? Doubt will come. See, location of CG for a diagram representing UVL, either this type of triangle load, this type, or trapezium. These are covered in class number 11. Then, for shear force, you require force. For bending moment, you require moment of the force. So, magnitude of the force you require for shear force. Moment you require for bending moment. So, later, when you go for yes, but of course, their sign convention is there, concept is changing, but basically same. When you want to find shearing force, you require magnitude. When you find bending moment, you require moment. How to find it? For point load, class 12, UDL, class 13, UVL, represented by a triangle, class 14, represented by a trapezium, class 15. Complete clarification are given. I explained there how to find moment about a point at the edge, which is at the edge or outside. If you are inside the loaded length, it will come in the SFD BMD later with a special note at that time. Okay, further. Equilibrium, action and reaction, then types of supports, corresponding support reactions are explained in class 16. Some of them are basic concepts, some are very, very important, like what type of reaction, simply supported, or roller support, hinge support, fixed support, etc., etc. Then, statically determinate and indeterminate structures, class 17. Confusion will not be there because when you draw SFD BMD, the structure should be statically determinate. If it is indeterminate, it should be reduced determinate state by some method. So, this is not a big problem. But if you understand, you will be knowing basic concept better. See, class 17. Class 18, I skipped here. How to decide degree of static indeterminacy? Not required for us now. For our course, it is not required. It is required for force method later in structural analysis like consistent deformation method or three moment theorem or column energy method, actually column energy method, force method only, or flexibility method. In such strain energy method, there you require it. But I told that is useful for objective type examination. I skipped here. During our SFD BMD, it will not come. Critical example for finding support reaction. Very, very important. 19, 20, 21, 22. Huge example, but completely master example. Not a single doubt will come for you when you go for support reaction if you master or thoroughly study this one. It will take some time. Go through it. For learning, some effort required. You cannot learn everything directly. Next, last part of pre-requirement for SFD BMD class 23. What are all the pre-requirements? You know what is pre-requirement? So that is in class 23. Now suddenly come to SF and BM. What is the basic concept? What is SF and what is BM? Class 24. With the definition and sign conventions, class 25. See, I first thought of underlining something and telling important. Then I decided, no, everything is important. Not one single to be missed. Further, example for thoroughly understanding calculation of SF and BM, class 26. Very, very critical example. Part. Complete clarification on sign convention. This is where major part of the students or even practicing engineers also has difficulty. Therefore, clarified completely, class 27. Relation between intensity of load, space problem, I wrote short. Intensity of load, shear force and bending moment, class 28 with extension because one L naught, I wrote L, I corrected it, print mistake. Both are important. That is, what relation? Like intensity, V and M. And also variation, I think variation, relation between W, V and M. Then very important principle and powerful concepts of draw, SFD BMD, class 29. Somewhere here, I think variations, is there. Yes, okay, then. Actually here, I derived the variation also, but summary given later. See, summary of relation between same thing, intensity of load, shear force, bending moment, or simply dV by dx equal W, dm by dx equal to V, rate of change of shear force equal to intensity of load, rate of change of bending moment equal to shear force. That summary and variation, very critical. Between two standard point, if there is no load with no shear force is not there, Bm constant, pure bending. If shear force is there, shear force constant, Bm linear. If UDL is there, shear force linear, Bm second degree parabola. If UVL is there, shear force second degree parabola, Bm parabola of third degree, those things. And also the most powerful concept, slope of SFD at any point is equal to intensity of load there, and slope of bending moment diagram at any point along the beam length equal to shear force there. That is very important to decide when curved portion comes, whether you have to join like this or join like this, or further go up and come down, or go down and come down, what type of curve. Major, what I can call is major part of people has difficulty here. I will make complete clear. That is not told there what type of curve, because it will come in the SFD BMD. At that time I thought, no, I have to go beyond the limit. So I thought, when the time comes, I will tell at that time for you. See, long back told, slope of the shear force diagram is intensity of load. Slope of the bending moment diagram is shear force. I will tell. Shear force calculation twice under point load, BM calculation twice under couple, complete explanation. Actually, I will tell you, very, very powerful. Most, actually everything is important, furthermore important. When a point load is there, shear force twice, just to right, just to left. When bending moment is there, twice, just to left and just to right, both. Those things are completely explained there. Actually, in the class number 33, one diagram is also drawn, SFD BMD, but do not bother too much. It will come once again. Why on that day diagram was drawn? Because we did all the SFBM calculation. I told on that day, like prepared a food neatly, then you can't throw it out. Let us eat it. So just 5 minutes work, I had drawn the diagram on the same day, on same class. I have shown you, if you know the concept, how easily you can draw. In front of you, I draw SFD and BMD. See, without referring anything, directly what it was drawn. How? Because of confidence and basic concept. So all these, make a note, keep it with you. Those who are serious and dedicated, keep it with you. From class number 35 onwards, if you get any doubt anywhere, immediately come to this class. See, this is a single screenshot, or you can take a printout, big printout. But what all I told now, right there somewhere, each of them you write something. He told this thing in the class, like that. Big drawing sheet, if you write, all you can cover. Keep it there. Suppose you get doubt, for example, trapezium, you want how to find moment. All you require is, see here, moment calculation for here, class number 15, over. Go through it, understand, again go back to SFD BMD. Okay, now we will start SFD and BMD. Class number 35 is coming up now. That will be next class, from where we will start our main course. So finally, time has come for SFD BMD. Okay, I will conclude now. Next class 35 will be SFD BMD, first class. After a long time, finally we are going to start shearing force and bending moment diagram. Per day, I will usually, for one class, I will put one example. If it is a very small example, I may put 2 examples. So classes will be within half an hour. But rarely, some questions, it is possible that I may need little more time. Okay, on that day, I will take more time. Okay, thanks for watching. Be ready for our course start. All I told here, go through again and again and make a note and be ready for learning.